pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jackson on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets him a little bit closer. Inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to run with Dobbins. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got it. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From From his own end zone, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play,
someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 50, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down.
Again, Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Austin Eckler.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Dancing to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 31, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they develop and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's Eckler again. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10. At the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Chargers 13, Ravens 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 13-all. Justin Tucker to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 12.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
You're sequencing.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Herbert now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
She right got me.